All right, things are getting a little more complicated now. Now you need to solve some things using your vocab words and using your equation solving from last semester. Okay, so now we're going to be identifying angle relationships and solving equations. So before you do anything, you need to understand what vocab word are we working with right here. So the problem will give you two angles, and it might tell you something like this angle is x plus 20. Okay, and this angle is 50, something like that. So how do I solve this missing piece here? So first, you have to know that these angles are called alternate exterior angles. And if you know what alternate exterior angles are, then you also know that they're equal, right? They are equal to each other. So it means this angle, x plus 20, is equal to this angle, 50. And then you could solve that equation there. That's a one-step equation. I hope that's not too difficult. It shouldn't be. So now we're going back to kind of first semester where we taught you how to solve equations like this using inverse operations. So the inverse of plus 20 is subtract 20 from both sides. Remember, we keep our equations balanced. That's going to cancel out. And then I just get x equals 50 minus 20 is 30. There's my missing piece. X equals 30. And you'll see that if I put a 30 there, 30 plus 20 is actually the same thing as 50. All right, so before we did anything, you had to know those vocab words there. Now let's try this one here. So these angles are a little bit different. These are called same side interior angles. If you remember what same side interior angles are, you know that they're not equal, they're actually supplementary. They add up to 180 degrees. So in this problem, it'll say something like 2x and 120. So this angle is 2x, and this angle is 120. Well, how do I find that missing piece there? Well, I know that if I add these two up, they will equal 180 degrees because they are same side interior. So I know that I can add them up and get 180. So if I add this, 2x, plus this, the other angle, 120, I will get a total of 180 degrees. So now it's just a matter of solving this equation here. This is a two-step equation. Not too bad. Solve it using your inverse operations. Inverse of add 20 is subtract 20, 120. Okay, those are going to cancel out. And I get 2x equals 180 minus 120 is just 60. Now the inverse of 2 times x is divide by 2. These cancel out. And I get x equals 60 divided by 2 is 30. Those are the same. That's good. Okay. So then if you go back and put that in there, 30, 2 times 30 is actually 60, and if I add those up, 60 plus 120, that does in fact give me a total of 180 degrees.